I want to talk today to you about imposter syndrome and how to build your confidence as a new Black woman in tech. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those that are just coming on here for the first time, my name is Oyin Adebayo. I run a group of companies called Niyo. And what we do is that we economically empower Black women to become producers of high impact ecosystems. And what that basically means is that we just want Black women to be able to build cool stuff. That's really it, really. And build cool stuff and change the face of culture. So we empower Black women to be able to become software engineers, get into tech, get into hair and beauty, get into fashion, and the different intersections between these three industries. Now, this specific YouTube video is very much inspired by a lot of the work that we do in Niyo boot camps. Since 2020, we have upskilled over 400 Black women to get into tech. So we've upskilled them to get into full stack engineering, data analysis, VR and AR, XR, and many more, and even software architecture as well. So we've been able to upskill people in the junior space and also in mid-level. And I always get a lot of questions about how is it that I'm expected to become a woman in tech between 16 to 30 weeks, because our boot camps are 16 to 30 weeks. And people, come into the space with a lot of challenges that they may have had in their past life, and they use this as a way of actually being able to change their life. And they wanted to start with tech, essentially. If you're a Niyo Bootcamp student watching this, do leave a comment in the section. And if you're not, still say hello. If you like to join the Niyo family, do go on niyo.co and click join the Niyo family, because I want to see more Black women in the space. Now, how do you beat imposter syndrome and how do you gain confidence in tech? The first thing that you need to do, number one, is to believe in you, believe in yourself, place your belief in yourself. And also, what is it that why do you want to get into tech? You need to actually have a strong why. A lot of people may come on a bootcamp like the Niyo bootcamps and then realize that actually my why was not strong enough. Why do you want to become a woman in tech? Is it because you want to make more money? Because there's many ways to make more money. That cannot be your solid foundation. Is it because you really just enjoy coding and you enjoy what it does? Is it because you enjoy is it because you want to be able to see a change in the tech industry? Really have a solid why and allow it to be well tested, because it's actually that belief system that actually allows you to continue to thrive in the tech industry and in the tech space. I didn't start off in tech. I started off just actually having a strong why, and that strong why is what's keeping me today. Number two, lean in and let faith and belief drive you. So in the time when it's tough, lean in and let faith drive you. Now, if you're someone that's thinking about this space, there's so many pathways. And again, we're not going to use this video to talk about that, but actually it's very normal for you to feel fearful because it's a new thing and you're expected to transition so quickly. But I want to say, lean into the process. Enjoy the process and let faith and belief drive you. I live in the UK, and we're used to like the welfare state where things are handed to us, but realize that actually this vision is for me only. Number three, beat procrastination. One thing I've realized with myself is that procrastination tends to come from a place of fear. And it tends to come from where I don't feel like I can do something, or I don't feel like I'm the best at that thing. Beat procrastination by doing one little small thing. And that could be, okay, I want to get into tech. The small thing could be watch a YouTube video about maybe a specific thing within the tech industry. The small thing could be literally signing up to Free Code Camp to learn maybe HTML. The small thing could be joining the Niyo newsletter. It literally could be that small thing. And what you realize is the more you do those small things, the more you begin to see the big picture being painted. Oftentimes we have this big dream, this big vision, but we don't realize that in order for us to be able to get to the big vision, we actually have to start small. So start with a small thing and allow those small things to be like building blocks. So you may be new to tech and you may be thinking, how do I navigate the tech industry? Number one, there's less than 1% of Black women in tech. How do I, as the minority, navigate a space where there's majority white men? The first thing is actually see yourself as an asset, because the industry sees you as an asset. See yourself as somebody who's coming in to make a change, and also not just make a change, but to learn in this new space. Navigate it with an attitude and a posture of learning. Don't come and navigate it with a place of actually thinking, actually, if I just do this, I'm going to be able to get that. Always learn. In tech, because it's always evolving, because it's always changing. I mean, we're talking about Web3 now. That's like the new space now. But we're already talking about Web5. And so actually, if you don't position yourself as a learner, you will not be able to succeed in the tech industry. So you have to continue to learn, continue to be aggressive with learning, continue to be really passionate about the learning journey. Okay, now you may be feeling very low. Let's say you lost your job, you're unemployed, and now you want something that's a lot more sustainable. And that's what tech is going to do for you. And you're thinking, how do I even build my confidence to go into such a high impact industry like the tech industry? And I'm going to go through some of those tips now. The first thing, I'm going to repeat it again. The first thing that you need to do to build your confidence is to believe. Believe. Okay, sorry, I'm not shouting at you, but I really want you to get that, because the belief system is actually what gets you. The reason why Niyo is where it is today is because I believe. There's gonna be so many times where your belief will be challenged. There's gonna be so many times where actually the belief doesn't match up with the reality. There's been many times in my business where the belief doesn't match up with the reality, but actually I continue to be aggressive with my belief system. So believe that you can do it. There's a book that every single person that signs up to be a Niyo bootcamper gets, called Confidence and Killing It. We decided that we wanted to invest in all of our students by giving them a free copy of the Confidence and Killing It book by Tiwalola Ogunlesi. And in that book, she really breaks down how to build your confidence. And I really recommend, if you're not a Niyo bootcamper and you want to get a copy, do get a copy. I'll put the link in the description box, and we'll probably put a frame here as well of the Confident and Killing It book. But essentially immerse yourself in resources that actually allow you to believe. And if you're a person of faith, take things to prayer. Take things to ensuring that you're praying about the right things. Speak the right words over yourself, okay? And also, it's not just belief in a way where it's just this fake, far-fetched thing. It's actually this dream and actually bringing it down further. That's the first thing I will say, belief. I hope you got the gist. The second thing is, talk about your new path to everyone that will listen. And even if they don't listen, tell them anyway. Tell them about this new path that you're on. Tell them about this new journey that you're taking. How many times, there's been so many times that I've told so many people about certain things that actually now, they're not keeping me accountable for it. And me not doing it anymore is letting them down. So tell as many people that will listen, hey, I'm learning how to code. Hey, I'm going to become a software engineer in 6 months. Because that gives you personal accountability for how to move on. Now, the third thing, so we've spoken about belief, then we've spoken about talking about your new path to everyone that will listen. The third thing I would also say is ensuring that your skill set, that you're building your skill set and it matches up with the words that you're saying and the belief system that you say that you have. So being consistent, okay, with upskilling, being consistent with updating your CV. Look at your CV, get feedback from experts. So again, if you're a Niyo bootcamp student, we do have a team, your employability coach. Go to her and ask her, how do I improve that? Take responsibility over your own future and over your own destiny, and realize that there is no quick win. There's no quick journey to this. Now, you may have seen a TikTok video that says, that showed you, okay, this is how you get into tech. all you need to do is do this, and then you get this, and then you become a high earner in the tech industry. That's not how it works. It actually requires a lot of dedication. So yes, those are really important things. Then the next thing is to document. What I mean by that is you could start to do YouTube videos like this, start to write thought pieces, start to record podcasts, start to write blogs about your journey. And LinkedIn is your best friend. When you're documenting these things, sharing on LinkedIn, because that is where the recruiters are at, that is where your prospective company is at. And actually, no matter how small it is, the first thing could be, today I signed up for, today I watched this YouTube video, and the next thing could be, next thing could be, today I learned this new thing about this specific syntax. Really, really document your journey on strategic places where you can be seen by the right people. Okay, so don't just learn, don't just upskill, don't just you can be the best coder in the world, but if nobody knows about it, it's not worth it. So ensuring that you're documenting your journey and sharing your journey, and being authentic with that is so important, because people really connect with people. Your recruiters are also people. They're not robots. They know that you are, you're new to the space, but actually they want to see that you have the penchant and the energy and the passion for technology. The next thing is, always think excellently, always act excellently, be consistent with being excellent. Don't, and what that looks like is, if you've been given an assignment, complete your assignment on time and aim to be the best at it, to do your best at it. And also, not just do your best at it, we'll think about, okay, what other extra projects can I do to enhance my portfolio? And also, what other project can I do to test my ability? So immerse yourself, immerse yourself in the industry. Really, really immerse yourself. Go to conferences, go to tech talks, volunteer yourself to speak about your journey. And that way you'll become a thought leader, and people will be coming to you as a Black woman in tech and as an expert. I really want to see as many Black women as possible beat this space and really, really excel in it. And beat imposter syndrome, because the more visible we are, the more we can actually build things that can change the face of culture. So until next time, I'm Oyen Adebayo, and I'll see you soon.